Hey, Raccoon. What you looking at me for? Why are you looking at me for? I put all that stuff over there for you. I put that stuff right there for you. You doing okay? Come here. Come here. Come on. Get back up in there. Come on. Come on. Don't run off. Dumbo. How am I going to take a picture of you if you keep running off? You ain't going to never be no movie star if you keep running off. Oh, there, Raccoon's a movie star. There's a movie star right there. You ain't gonna never grow up if you don't start eating something. You ought to learn one day. You hear me? You ought to learn one day. That raccoon, he's a little slow. Don't drag it on the ground. I think that's what I called you, named you one time, with drag. I called that raccoon drag. Called the way he's got that mask on, he's a drag. I called him drag because he drags the food off the breakfast table. There's one raccoon did that all the time. He'd take his hand, he just dragged the food off the breakfast table on the ground. I called him drag for a long time. Some of these raccoons, I change the name sometimes to match what they are doing. And I forget who is who. They all look alike to me with that mask on. Oh, that raccoon look alike. You can't tell who he is. You can't tell if that's a boy or a girl with that mask on. You can't tell if that's a boy or a girl with the mask on. That left eye means you're a boy, right eye means you're a girl. Left eye's a boy, right eye's a girl. Raccoon can't figure out. The only problem a raccoon having is he don't know which way you're facing, if you're looking in the mirror or not. You look in the mirror, your left eye is your right eye. Your left eye is your right eye. That raccoon, he look in the mirror, he's backwards when he looks in the mirror. He's backwards. That raccoon, he's backwards when he looks in the mirror. He ain't even mess with that saltine cracker. Maybe he ain't seen it. Ouch! My kneecap about went that then. Saltine crackers right there, he had not messed with that. Most of the time they'll go ahead and get that thing, don't you? Most of the time you go ahead and get that. Come here, 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 come here. Don't run off just because you can. That raccoon gonna run off just because he can. You ain't gonna try them saltine crackers? You ain't gonna try the saltine crackers? It looks like Shorty. That might be Shorty right there. Yeah, it's hard to tell these raccoons apart a lot of times, and I have what you call face blindness. You ever heard of face blindness? That's as to where you cannot recognize faces. He's dragging that stuff on the ground, just dumping it on the ground. You ain't got to keep looking up at me. Take a bite, look up at me. Take a bite, look up at me. He's just making sure you're still right there. That saltine cracker's right there in front of your nose. It's right there in front of your nose. It's that little squared thing, It's in front of your nose. Try it one time. I know you're going to eat it. I think the raccoons know what's good for them, what's the best for them. And I think the reason they eat that cat food and dog food is because they know that's good for them. It might not be the very best thing, you know. Vegetables and fruit be the best. I heard the raccoons eat squash. I was looking at squash. I was going to buy some squash. They had two squash in a package. $6. $6 for two squash. That's $3 a squash. That was in Winn-Dixie. That was Lose-Dixie that day. It wasn't Winn, that was a Lose. Yeah, that was in Winn-Dixie grocery store they had that. Yep, 2 squash. They was pretty good size now. They was big fat ones, but I don't really like them. Look at that mess. I really don't like them real fat. I'd rather have the smaller ones on the squash. The smaller ones taste better. I love squash. I like fried squash, stewed squash, squash with onions stewed together, and I like squash. I like zucchini. I eat broccoli. I mean, I like broccoli. I eat Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprout. I eat Brussels sprouts, but they're not my favorite. I only cook them about once every 6 months, Brussels sprouts. I don't cook them that much. Well, I got a can of peas. A can of peas I'm going to open up, I think, bring out here. See how the raccoons like peas. Little green peas. Alright, stop this video, stop.